Hey, we're about to start the show, and you know the drill. If you've been here before and you have something important to share, please add a capital letter Q to your comment. And if you are watching live for the first time, please let us know by writing the word new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. Enjoy the broadcast. Good morning, everyone. I'm laughing because um, I know I took a shower. I took a shower earlier today. Too much information. You don't need to know when I take showers, but I took a shower this morning. And then I was doing all the preparations for today's broadcast. And usually I change from my pajama t shirt to like something at least slightly more decent. And today I got off my chair. I got up to go find a shirt. And I'm like, I was so sticky that I had to ask myself, did you actually take a shower already? So that was supposed to be funny. What I'm getting at is it's a schwitzer. It's the way it is. And I was having a great conversation with my friend Carmen from Oculto, and I'll tell you more about that later on. But I said to her, I can't stand the heat, but what are you going to do about it? We know it comes every year. We know it's a challenge. So we might as well. Lovely comments already. I love it. I love it. Anyhow, we know it comes back every year, so we might as well get used to it. Wherever you are this morning, good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Headlines. I hope you're not struggling with the heat. And if you are, I hope you will find colorful ways to deal with it. Or maybe just stay home and party naked. I don't know. I'm rambling and I shouldn't, but it is a pleasure to see you today as every other morning. I have a bunch of news to share with you, some more interesting than others, but let us get started with what I found this morning for us to comment about. And of course, I look forward to your comments along the way. So, we start with this great announcement. I got this because I'm on the mailing list for Galleria Dante, but thank goodness Banderas News quickly wrote an article about this, so I didn't have to do it. Galleria Dante has announced their traditional summer art auction, but this year the event will be diverting funds to 5 pre-selected charities and nonprofit organizations. And the best thing is, if you purchase a work of art in the auction, you get to decide which organizations are the beneficiaries. A description of all the organizations, along with everything else you need to know to participate, can be found on this English article published by Banderas News. Now, this is too much fun. If you've walked towards Paso Ancho along the Rio Cuale, you may have noticed a Ceapal water facility right in the middle of Colonia, Buenos Aires. At this particular spot, Ceapal has been diverting the Rio Cuale stream for some time to direct a modest amount of water towards their facility for treatment and purification. But things are getting ugly as far as the drought is concerned, so Ceapal has installed a plastic membrane in the river to capture much more water than before, with 2 favorable outcomes. First of all, Ceapal is now collecting between 135 and 145 liters of water per second, and this is a good thing. And second, if I had no weekend plans, I would be swimming at that spot in a heartbeat, as many local families do. It is always fun when you're walking up the river to see families and people in general enjoying the cooler water from the river stream. And seriously, though, I don't know how long that is going to be maintained there. I suppose at least until the rain season begins. But if Ceapal is taking such drastic measures to capture water from this river and other water sources in the region, things must be really bad out there. keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll start raining soon. It has started raining in Guadalajara, so hopefully we'll get some in the near future. And I also want to correct some erroneous information that I shared with you on Monday, I believe. I told you that the electoral campaigning period ended this past Sunday, but this is not accurate. The electoral campaign period actually ended yesterday, not on Sunday. Between today and this coming Sunday, all political parties and candidates must suspend all public appearances and any type of promotional campaigning efforts while the citizenship reflects on who we will vote for this coming Sunday. Now, this is good, but it would be icing on the cake if the political campaigns would actually spend these 3 days getting rid of all the posters and banners and flyers and painted walls that they leave behind year after year. But I suppose that would be too good to be true. Also, earlier this week, somebody asked an awesome question. What happens after the election is over in Mexico? How long does it take to find out who won? Well, thank goodness somebody published an article that answered the question, and I brought it to you. First of all, it is worth remembering that there are over 19,000 positions on the line nationwide to be decided by our votes this weekend, including our president, 128 senators, 500 deputies, and so forth. So here is how the whole process goes according to this article published by Informador. Sunday, we start voting very early in the morning. I think I said 7:30 or 8:30 in the morning, and voting continues throughout the day until 6 p.m. At that point, the people responsible for each voting location get to process and register both local and national votes. And then the results for each location are sealed, and the representative give electoral packages to the National Electoral Institute. Then the Electoral Institute begins announcing preliminary federal results as early as 8 p.m. of Sunday, and then they have 24 hours to tally the definitive results. For local elections, they will actually begin announcing at 6 p.m. on Sunday and also have 24 hours to deliver. Now, what is known as prep results, preliminary results, are made public after that, along with the estimation of trends of how many people voted and whatnot, along with electoral participation. And the final results are delivered between June 5th and June 8th. So by a week from this Saturday, we should know the outcome of the elections. Of course, if no one or nothing gets ugly, if people contest and whatnot, or if things get ugly, then we'll have to wait and see. But I think that is how it is expected to happen. I know that I'm going to vote very early in the morning, and then, just enjoy a nice mellow Sunday, just like anybody else. And just as a reminder also, if you haven't gone out to purchase your boozy drinks, remember that you will only be able to buy them at supermarkets and whatnot today and tomorrow. As of tomorrow, Friday, right at midnight, you will not be able to purchase alcohol until Sunday late at night. So you can always go and have a cocktail at a local restaurant, bar, or hotel, but they are also expected to close early, 11 o'clock at night to be precise, on Saturday and Sunday. So this should be a pretty mellow weekend. Now let's take a quick look at the weather forecast to see what we can expect weather-wise, how many showers we have to take each day. Interesting. Snarky weather has nothing interesting to say. It says only mostly clear for the hour. But of course, we're looking at our temperature, which is 30 degrees right now. And our humidity is at 72%. Our weather forecast says Humid with mostly clear skies throughout the day. For today, a high of 32 and a low of 24. Then tomorrow, Friday, it is going to be humid with mostly clear skies throughout the day, a high of 32 and a low of 23. And then Saturday will be another humid day with mostly clear skies, but a few clouds may be wandering around. A high temperature of 31 and a low temperature of 22. I want to let you know that yesterday's spotlight was so much fun. We had our dear friend and cluster member Carmen Porras from Oculto back on the show. This time around, she was here to tell us about a few ingredients, cooking ingredients from the state of Yucatan in anticipation of a wonderful dinner that she's scheduling later on in the month of June, featuring cuisine from Yucatan. And it was a great conversation. People had some really fun questions. And of course, I'll share the link with you in case you missed it so that you can watch this again. And of course, we will begin promoting the watch links and the registration links for next week's Spotlight. Hopefully, we'll get another interesting conversation going. And of course, yesterday we announced this little survey that we put together in collaboration with Oculto for them to get a better sense as to what kind of interesting summer plans they can offer for those of us that are here in town. And we are concurrently still running this other survey. And of course, we'll run it as long as Teatro Sin Borders wishes to run the survey. But we will take a look at these results on Saturday, as you requested, just to see what everybody is up to. Let's see. We have 5 classical music album recommendations from the New York Times, as we usually do. And of course, it's Thursday, so it is time to start looking at some of the things that are going on this weekend. Remember, last week on the Spotlight, we had the Pleasant Uprising announcing their Summer School by the Pool party that is going to take place on Saturday, June 1st. So you can stay refreshed and enjoy some music and dance and whatnot. And then, of course, also on Saturday, we will be, we have the option of going to the 18th edition of the Riviera Market that takes place along the Pitillal River Walkway. This has been very successful, and it'll take place this Saturday starting at 4 p.m. And this, I believe, do we have anything else that is pressing? No, we don't. So let us take a quick look at what's on your mind, and we can take it from there. Lots of good mornings and one good afternoon. I love it. Today's a special day for me. Just know that. Ooh, I'm blushing again. I love it. Muffin says, shout out to Michael Beford and his incredible staff at Bravos for an excellent restaurant week menu and service that was thoroughly enjoyed last night. Whenever I go back, it feels like being welcomed home by family. I love it. I love it. I'm glad you went, and I'm glad it was wonderful. I look forward to trying it. Hopefully I will before the event is over. And speak of the devil, here is the Pleasant Uprising. I hope you have your sexy bathing suits ready for your pool party on Saturday. I noticed an interesting video you posted, AJ, about of the hotel, which has a funny name. And in the video, you showed a dance studio up on the roof of the hotel. Why do they have a dance studio on the roof of the hotel? That's just an odd question that I have. Anyhow, let's see. Karen chimes in. The spotlight yesterday was great. Carmen's presentation with you narrating was 5 stars. Oh, thank you. We had a great time. Karen. And, I always say this and I sound like a broken record, but I love Carmen and Claudia. I love their projects. I love their enthusiasm. And Carmen has this very infectious laugh that I just love. I just love. Galleria Dante has a great idea, says Angelica, and I agree. Yay, Dante, says Betsy Ann, and I say yay, Dante, as well. Uh, Paula says the spotlight was so good. I've already looked up which cooking class I would take. It's amazing all the stuff that they're doing. I think it's awesome. Uh, Mark says took your advice, Paco, and went on a booze run yesterday. Bring on the weekend. I say bring on the weekend. My booze requirements are fulfilled, so I'm good to go. Pum pum pim pum. Let's see. Harold reports Sue and I were in Guadalajara when it rained on Tuesday night. So much cooler on Wednesday morning. Something to look forward to. I hear you. I will be in Guadalajara in July, so I'm looking forward to that. The food from Yucatan, Chiapas, and Oaxaca uses different kinds of spices, but food is absolutely delicious. I totally agree with you, Angelica. One of the things that Carmen and I talked about yesterday is the lack of Mexican regional restaurants here in Puerto Vallarta, which is unfortunate. I mean, we have a few Mexican specialty restaurants that sometimes offer regional dishes. We have, well, I don't want to give it away. Just watch the spotlight from yesterday. It was a great conversation about where you can find a few treats from regional Mexican cuisine here in Puerto Vallarta. Purum pum 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 pum. Turum pum pum pim. Okay. So the hotel used to be a school, and that is why they have a dance studio up on the roof. I love it. And speak of the devil, here's Carmen. Thank you, Paco, for letting me talk about ingredients from Yucatan. I love showing people those Mexican things and culture. You know, friend, I love it when you do that. And just like you, I love to connect those people that wish to connect with Mexico and our way of life and our culture. So there you have it. This is Coffee and Headlines for today. I already have some great photos prepared for tomorrow that our friend Daniel House shared with me of that new mural that is being inaugurated up by the Mirador in Gringo Gulch. I will share those with you tomorrow. And I'm working on a couple of other things. So hopefully today you will stay cool. You will stay what is it, the word in English? Hydrated. Yes, that's the word that I'm looking for. Stay cool, stay hydrated, stay happy, stay connected, stay in touch, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Have a great day.